never, never. Them know our style, you know. Yeah, what? You know we can't team because we wild, you know. Girls and Kyle, you know. Make them know this. Brother the Benz are the brother the rims. Tell a boy no red eye, me work hard for me things. Them know a regular we fly like say we have wings. When you have thick fat Kyle, then a brother the link. Yeah, we no really matter when nobody wants say. We no beg firm, me full of militants. Your gala say she like me cause me clothes them trendy. Full of jewelry and we money plenty. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls off the surplus. Yeah, no boy can't hurt us. Dutch road we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt fuss. Yeah, we a flip the gal them skirt fuss. Yeah, action pack we no storyteller. Style them different, no we no popular. Clips off the load when no roll with killer. If I no girls and money then a jokes we inner. Some boy a beginner, we are the winner. Roll with the spinner when me on for the dinner. Your gal get pick up when me roll up in a the beamer. Thick fat Kyle and liquor. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls off the surplus. No boy can't hurt us. Dutch road we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt fuss. Yeah, we a flip the gal them skirt fuss. Brother the Benz are the brother the rims. Tell a boy no red eye, me work hard for me things. Them know a regular we fly like say we have wings. When you have thick fat Kyle, then a brother the link. Yeah, we no really matter when nobody wants say. We no beg firm, me full of militants. Your gala say she like me cause me clothes them trendy. Full of jewelry and we money plenty. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls off the surplus. Yeah, no boy can't hurt us. Dutch road we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt fuss. Yeah, we a flip the gal them skirt fuss.
Yo, we're back.
What's up?
I don't want to be back. I'm being honest. I don't want to be back, but I'm back.
People missed you.
Huh?
So the people missed you.
Man, the people didn't know I was gone.
Shit, I missed the show.
You missed the show.
So much to talk about over the weekend.
Really? What happened over the weekend?
We had lots of events. On both sides, we have a ton of artists. There was artists at Sorrow and Wine. There was artists at Unity. There was the Dance Hall Project. We had a Burns party. I'm not sure if that was his birthday bash or not. I think it was. We had Salute down in City Hall. We had a couple after parties. We had Mellow Yellow at Hibernian Hall.
Jesus.
Yeah, there was a lot of. I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend, so I think there's something else was going on too, probably downtown, but in our genres. But there's a lot going on.
So
I saw them.
So historically, people usually leave Boston and go to Miami. So did anybody?
We had a lot of people, and it's not only just Miami because that weekend is now Atlanta Carnival weekend.
What?
So there's a large contingent of the younger kids kind of go down there. So Sound International was down there. The younger kids that kind of got with them, the Get Dirty Juve, they're all down there. So there's probably like 200 people that could have or maybe be like in my crowd that probably were in Atlanta. And then you had New York. New York had a couple of big parties. One of the bigger parties, which I believe was supposed to be Monday, Memorial Monday, called Mesh Fest. A lot of our people went down there. Unfortunately, got shut down early. So that's kind of a big thing, you know. Yeah, so you had Miami, you had Atlanta, and you had New York. And our people were at all three. I was on the Snapchats, seeing them all over the place.
Jeez Louise. So let's break down. So what goes on in New York City? What goes on? Do you know anything what happens in New York City on Memorial Day weekend?
I don't know the names of the other parties, but Mesfet is essentially Suave. It's basically a huge Juve party.
Okay.
That's on the Monday. So to me, that's like the culminating event for the weekend. But there's lots of other, their usual
Right.
parties.
Usually.
Yeah. I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend, so they had a lot of stuff down there. And talking to some of my New York people, a lot of the New York people didn't go down to Atlanta this weekend. They stayed in New York, like they have typically. So a lot of the parties were a lot bigger than even they were kind of in the past. So I don't know the names of some of the other parties. I was seeing the snaps, I was seeing the Instagrams, but Mesfet definitely was, the big event for the weekend.
Wow. Yeah, man, we got to get Sound International on here, man, to talk about what happened in New York, because not Atlanta, because Blacks said, "Yo, I got to come down," because they're at the King of Diamonds, right?
Yes. Yeah. So their opening event, I believe it's the Thursday, is at King of Diamonds. So a lot of our local DJs were down there, like DJ Slayer. I know he flew down there for the event, came back up. They bring a lot of our guys down there, and I know they got some of their own guys down there as well.
Yo, we got to get DJ Slayer on pronto. How do we get a hold of DJ Slayer?
I could message him. Slayer's always out and about, though. So.
Yeah, we got to get we got to get Slayer on, or we could get Sound International on. Let me see here. Yeah, we got to get, because I want to know what that was about.
So I think Atlanta, like most places when people go, it's about the party scene there. It goes a little bit later. Clubs are a little bit bigger. Weather is a little bit nicer, so people are kind of running to that. But I think Sound International, I think they have a portion of the sound that's in Atlanta. So they kind of build on that. So I don't know if they do trucks with bands down there, or if it's just a Juve or whatever. We're kind of going on that. 100%.
Yeah, because they were calling me. Yeah, like Roger Black's comments like, "Yo, we got King of Diamonds." I'm like, I can't do King of Diamonds. I would love to do King of Diamonds. I mean, the last time I did King of Diamonds was when they had the Super Bowl party in Miami, and Puffy rented it out.
Mm.
Yo, Slayer, I need. I mean, let me get Slayer. Yeah, let me send Slayer the link here. I gotta send Slayer the link, because I gotta know what the hell was going on at King of Diamonds. I just sent you the link, Slayer. So while Slayer's figuring out how to use the internet, right? What happened at Unity Friday? And what are you drinking right there? Is that sorrel with white rum?
No. It's
Oh,
actually grape juice, but whatever.
okay.
So on Friday, I had 3 artists come down from Trinidad. One is a DJ / artist.
Okay.
Tech Sounds. He's been to Unity before. I've booked him before. Really good DJ, performer at the same time too. And he was coming down for another show on the Saturday, which was another artist, Trinidad Killer. So just through relationships, he's like, "Yo, hey, I'm down here. I'm here with a couple of my friends. One of them is Zaramar, who I also booked before, and Orlando Octave, and they were just kind of hanging out. And he's like, "Hey, can I bring them down?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll book you. It's good for the culture, So we had 3 artists on Friday.
Wow.
For the price of one. I think door was $30. Sometimes I do that without an artist, to be honest. So pretty much got the artist for free. And I think it was really good. And they all come from different portions of the culture. So for instance, Zaramar is what we call a Trinidad artist, which is really like it's dancehall. Right.
Okay.
So he's more along the lines of like, an Armani, Diani, something like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes somewhere around there, like kind of singer type thing, right? And then you had Orlando Octave, who's more traditional soca, or what we call groovy soca. And then
Okay.
you have Tech Sounds, who was more along the less of what we would call zest or steam, which is kind of like, in my opinion, to some other people, whatever, it's kind of like it's soca with a heavy dance hall influence, if you will, right? So like
Supposed-
one of the
Go
one
ahead.
of the
Go ahead.
first, one of the first rhythms is that was kind of like prevalent in that kind of genre was oh God, what's the guy's name in New York? He was just up here. Oh my God, Potential Kid. So Potential Kid's the jump on whatever rhythm. I think that's what that
Yeah.
word. But that was a big rhythm in Trinidad. So guys, there's like a bunch of different artists that got on that rhythm, and it kind of went crazy. So like the zest slash steam stuff, that's like kind of like Young Brothers like earlier stuff, and some of the stuff he still kind of does now. That's kind of more what we would consider zest and steam. So that's what Tech Sounds is. So you had the zest and the steam from Tech Sounds. You had kind of like the traditional soca with Orlando Octave, and then you had Trinidad dancehall with Zeramar. So we were able to get all of that on one night. So that was historic, for me at least. I don't know how many people actually noticed that, but it would be like the equivalent of having like roots reggae, you know, dancehall and trap dancehall artists all on one kind of thing, kind of just mixed up. And it was cool to see them vibe, and they had a good time, like they chilled, they went to the after party, they went to Slayer's after party because the vibe was good, and then they head back down to New York the day after for the Trinidad Killer show. So I think we had like just under 400 people.
400 people at the gate.
Yeah, just
Okay.
around there. So that's a really good number consider how many people were out of town. And then there was another big artist at Sorrow Lime that Friday. Well, big artist for us, a guy named Kute, also from Trinidad. Um, so for both those events to happen in the same night, for people to be traveling to New York, Miami, and Atlanta, I think the crowds are really good, and the weather. It was raining too.
Right. So yeah. So for Sarah Lime to have a decent crowd, and then for you to have a decent crowd all in one night when we're talking about Miami, Atlanta, and New York, and you said that our constituency did make those events.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you a question. And I mean, a lot of Trinis are asking me, why do I give a fuck about Carnival?
Mm.
The reason why I give a damn about Carnival is because I believe that dancehall is no longer with us and it's becoming a commercial entity where it's going to be held at bigger venues and it's going to be impossible for us to get tickets for. While I believe that soca and zest and Trinidad, I think that music is going to be accessible to us because we could see it at Sarah Lime and we could see it at Unity.
Right.
Am I making sense when I say that?
1,000%. And it's funny because I was going to text you earlier because I have artists. People reach out to me all the time trying to sell me artists. And there's an artist who I won't say their name. The way I book artists is I listen to the last 2 hours of a party anywhere I go, and I listen to what's being played.
Okay.
Right. So, that's prime time. Like, that's what people want to hear. That's the in music, in my opinion, right there. Right. There's an artist, a Jamaican artist, a dancehall artist, who asked for $25,000. I had offered them, $7,000 to do a hosting, like 20 minutes, like 4 songs.
Right.
And they turned it down. And it's a person who has, I would say, 2 pretty decently hot songs. One's dying down now, but 2 songs that you would hear between 12 and 2.
Okay.
And I just couldn't justify how that person could even ask for that number and turn down 6-7 grand in 20 minutes. It doesn't make sense to me. And I was talking with one of my boys who's also a DJ, because sometimes we work together, and he was just like, I was like, I might have to stay in my lane. I might have to stay in the soca lane because I don't know if I can afford these dancehall artists. Like, I'm not talking about, Busy Signal. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not
Right.
talking about artists at that level, and I'm just saying here, just like, you know, maybe I don't get it. You know, maybe I don't know dance hall enough. But I feel like if I know, you need people like me at the party, right? So I may not be the most hardcore just in music, period. But I'm around music enough that if you want 500 to 1,000 people in a venue in Boston, you need people like me, if that makes sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, if it excludes me, it excludes, I don't know, 50% of the market. And I don't understand how anybody could kind of make that work. You know what I mean? Because in order for me to make that much, I'd have to be charging, you know, $50 to $80 for tickets. And can I charge that for any venue in the city that's not alkaline? Maybe. You know, I think you said it before that ticket prices. How much was Cranium's tickets?
Cranium tickets were cheap. It was like 55 something, it was 45 plus, the Ticketmaster.
So let's just say for easy math, it was $50. You
But
know,
at the gate, it was $45.
okay. So for easy math, let's say it's $50. The same
Right.
artist wants 25, right? Unity, let's just say for easy math, it's just under 500. Let's say easy math, it's 500 people. $50 times 500 people, you completely sell out the venue, and that's not guaranteed with a lot of artists.
Right.
As much as they want, because they always ask you, well, what's the capacity? And I'll just be like, well, it's not what the capacity is, what I can easily sell. So that's 25 grand, right? So if you're asking me for 25 grand, and if I sell out my venue at $50 tickets, you don't have hits like Cranium. You don't have like Cranium songs are on the radio on Jam and 94.5. How is that possible? I don't know if because back home in the Caribbean they have these crazy crowds of 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 people in the field somewhere that they can get those type of numbers. But I don't even know. I'm like, what are you thinking? You know what I mean? Um, so I can't justify that. You know what I mean? I couldn't really justify that. So I do think that a lot of the artists, and this isn't Dexter Daps, this isn't Alkaline, this isn't Spice, this isn't Beanie Man. This is, the equivalent on the soca side of the artist that I had on Friday. That's somewhere around where this person is, in my opinion, on the dancehall side of things.
Okay.
So I don't know how's that. That same artist, if that was a soca artist, it'd be 25. I mean, that person couldn't have been no more than $5,000. So like for me, the same bang for your bucket, you're paying almost 5x on the dancehall side, and I will give it to the dancehall crowd. They do support. I do think they pay a lot of money for tickets.
Yeah, they play. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they should be. I do think it's like, all right, it's kind of like it's taking advantage at this point, like to be spending $70 for an artist that's going to perform for 20 minutes. But the numbers just don't make sense to me, and I'm just like, he didn't even blink about, when I offered 7 grand. He was just like, nah, it's too low. And I offered 2 shows too, 2 back-to-back shows, 7 grand each show.
Yeah, he wanted 50,000 for 2 shows back to back. Surely.
Yes, I don't. So I do. So long story short, I do agree with you that, especially a lot of the newer artists, they are becoming out of reach to specifically our market. I haven't like, if you don't have 1,000-person venue or can bring in 1,000 people, I don't know how you can afford somebody who's $15,000 plus and make any type of money. Because I didn't even include marketing, flyers, tickets, Facebook ads, DJs, sound system, hall rental. I didn't include any of that. Flights, hotels for him and his gunman friend. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that dance hall's becoming, and I think the key that's gonna remove dance hall from the people is not cartel, because cartel is a one off. and Cartel is a glitch in the matrix. And Cartel would have been famous whether he went to jail or he didn't go to jail, or if he went to jail and came out of jail. No matter what, Cartel was on trajectory to be successful. Bounty Killer July 5th is going to really dictate where we are for dancehall. Because if that thing sells out, then we're going to see the Ellie, the Beanie, the Harry Toddlers. It's going to be, it's going to open up a floodgate where everybody's going to think they could do the same exact thing.
Right.
So, and I think that's why we have to protect soca right now, because that's the only music that's going to be accessible to the people, because that's the only places we only have venues for those type of artists.
I agree. I think you're right on with that.
Drat Slayer has joined the stream. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro.
What happened? What happened? Oh my God. What's going on over there, Drat? All right. A little feedback over there, Papa.
Hold on.
Yeah, turn down your Facebook. Yo, Drat, I need to know what the hell happened at the King of Diamonds.
What happened?
You played at the King of Diamonds. What happened?
I played and I came back home.
Yeah, well, I mean, what happened? Fill us in. We weren't there.
It's mad ass, bro. It's just mad ass. This is what happened, like ass. That's what's mad ass, bro. It's mad ass. Too much ass for it to be carnival weekend down there. I don't know how they have these events in places like that, but it happened.
Really?
They were shaking ass to soca music and dancehall.
What happened?
I paid somebody's rent. That's what happened. If that's what you wanted to know, there you go. I paid somebody's rent. One of them bitches' rent.
How much money did you give up?
Like 1,500.
Oh my God.
They be tricking me because they look me in my eyes, bro, and they be touching me. There should be like a rule in the strip clubs, like you can't touch the guys. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, she followed me on Instagram.
Oh my God.
I fell for all that shit every time.
Did you really fall for the follow on Instagram?
I fell for the stay out, wait for me outside.
They make you feel special, man.
This is. Oh my God. It's embarrassing.
It is. No, it is. It is. Because when I wake up the next morning, I'm like, damn, I could have fucked somebody else. And I sat there outside this club for fucking hours. An hour.
So wait a second. She said, "Meet me outside the club," and you actually waited outside the club for her. Sherwin,
Yeah.
are you hearing this, Sherwin?
Stay on mute because I might be a trick too. Let me go on mute.
Unbelievable. So tell us. So you got to set the stage. How did this even happen? Okay, so you get on the flight, you go to Atlanta. Okay, what happened? I need details. I need to know how the hell did this even happen, bro?
So I got there Wednesday. I enjoyed Wednesday. I went to some old school karaoke night. It was lit. Then the next day I woke up. I went to the gun range. I went to the beach. I went back to the gun range. Then I chilled out. Then I went to the club. I walked in. I was, I'm always the first DJ at every event I'm on, so I'm there. Let them know who I was. I got up there. The DJ's talking to me. The girls come up like, "Oh, you're from Boston." I'm like, "Yeah." Oh, I like your dress. They're blue. Blah blah blah. Same shit I get here.
Right. Same shit. Yeah. Right.
Um, they're like, "Oh, I hope you're not gonna play reggae all night. Please tell me you're not gonna do that." They did that last year, and people was. I'm like, "Nah." They hired me. They know what I'm coming in here to do. They're like,
Right.
"Okay, all right." So the reggae DJ start coming in. So then dude like, "Y'all can get on whenever y'all want." So I get on first. So I'm DJing like 15 minutes, and one of the dancers come up like, "Oh, I knew it wasn't a nigga from down here playing like this. Where you from? New York?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm from Boston." Oh, boom, 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 boom. So I watch her go downstairs, and she whispers in one of her girls' ear, and her girl looks up, and she comes up and she's like, "What you drinking?" I'm like, "Remy." This bitch comes with a whole bottle of Remy. A whole bottle. I'm thinking she's about to bring me like a drink. She brings the whole bottle.
Wait a second. One of the dancers asked you, "What are you drinking?" She went and bought you a bottle of Remy.
So I'm DJing, drinking my Remy and shit. So then Roger comes up here. He's dying laughing. He's like, "You home, huh? This is home for you." I said, "Haha, you booked me. You knew what you was doing." So you laughing. He's like, "We over there in the VIP section." So I look in their section. I'm like, "Oh, all the bitches is in their section." So I'm like, "Okay, who's next DJ?" Other DJ gets on, boom. I come downstairs. I go to the VIP section. Mad ass is going on in this section. They getting big bottles is coming. Don Julio. I'm like, I'm not drinking the Don. I'm not drinking the Don. So sitting there, everybody's chilling, throwing ass. So then I just see a dancer up there. She's just dancing. Nobody's paying attention to her. So I just go sit down. I roll my blunt. I'm smoking my blunt. I asked the waitress, I'm like, "You give me 100 ones?" She goes, "Get the 100 ones." So then I'm tossing them one by one. She's smiling, dancing. So by 50, at like 50, I slow down. I'm like, "All right, you chill," because I'm not throwing that much money down here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, she starts crawling on her knees towards me. She goes, "What's your name?" Mike Slayer. She's like, "Oh, you must not be from around here." I'm like, "Why you say that?" She's like, "Cut. I just smell." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm DJing for the night." She's like, "Yeah, you don't remember me? I'm the girl that got you the bottle." I'm like, "Oh, that was you?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy." I'm like, "Thank you." She's like, "No problem." She's like, "Bitches down here be cheap and shit. Like, and I like when I want something, I like what I see." I'm like, I'm
Oh my.
confused now. You confused me right there. Like, what are you talking about? You're a dancer. You just bought me a bottle. This bitch finessed the shit out of me. She knew I was about to spend some money. That's why she was like, "I'm gonna get this bottle." He's about to pay for it. 7 bottles. So I stop. I throw the other 50. So I'm and the waitress come by. I'm like, "Let
Oh my
me get
God.
500 ones."
Wait. So you asked for 100 ones, and you said that you're only going to throw 50. She crawls on her knees over to you and reinstates the fact that she's the one that bought you the bottle. So then you decide to throw the other 50. And instead of you being smart money and getting out of the stock market, you decided to reinvest another $500.
So they bring the $500 out, right? So you gotta throw like 30 at a time to make it look like it's raining and shit in there.
Sharon, can you keep track of this math for me?
Nah, I'm gonna try to.
So I'm
He's at
tossing it in the air.
550.
All right.
I'm
No, it's
tossing it in the
at
air,
600. It's at 600.
making it rain, tossing it, tossing it, tossing it, tossing it.
Okay.
So now they're like, "Up, last song, get your last little dollars in." I'm like, "You know what? Fuck it, let me get the rest of you." So I just throw all of it. Mm,
The whole 500.
all 500. Last song. So then I get up, I walk away, I go back to the section. I'm like, I'm not, I'm done. She's out. So she walks by. She's like, "Oh my God, thank you." But I'm like, "You weren't gonna worry about it." I guess she goes changes her clothes and her wig or something. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
But she came back and she just grabbed my hand. She took me out this section. She brought me all the way back up to the DJ booth, and it was just me, her, and a DJ. And she was just giving me lap dances. She's playing with my dick, like in my pants. So then I'm just throwing. There wasn't nobody to ask for one, so I just started throwing 20s.
Wait. How did you get from her tossing the salad to
Whoa. Tossing the salad.
oh
Is that a Jamaican? What's that?
yeah, you know, salad.
So Americans, you toss salad, that's licking ass.
Oh no. Tossing the salad is for Jamaicans, a Jamaican thing. No. There's none of that in Jamaican culture.
Okay.
Or Trinidad culture, right, Sherman?
Not in my part of Trinidad.
No. Okay. So they put lettuce and feta cheese in a big bowl, and you're getting the salad toss. In other words, that's you're okay.
I don't like the salad toss thing, bro.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you were getting tossed around. So you got 100, you do 50, you're gonna hold back 50, you give up 50, you get 500, you throw 500, you throw 30 first, and you throw 500 next. At what point? How did it get to $20 bill throws?
Because we was just us in a secluded area, and there was nobody to give change. And she was really working now, like she was working. She took her phone, took my phone, put her number in my phone, called her phone to make sure it rung. She is ill. This bitch is ill. This bitch is ill.
Okay, go on.
So I was throwing 20s, and then it must have been dark because I must have threw a couple hundred. And then there was like last call. So she was like, "What you about to do?" I'm about to dip. She was like, "Well, when are you going back to Boston?" I'm like, "Tomorrow morning." She's like, "You got an early flight?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm out like 8 o'clock." She's like, "Oh, you ain't staying for Carnival?" I was like, "Nope, ain't nobody throwing no mud and paint on me." And then she was like, "Well, where you staying at, the hotel or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got the Airbnb." Boom, boom, boom. She was like, "Well, you might as well wait for me outside. I'll come with you." I'm like, "Don't have me outside looking crazy." I said, "I did this before. A girl played me in Miami, King of Diamonds."
Oh
She
my
said, "No, I'm not like that. I'm not gonna do that like you." She's like, "As long as you give me an Uber home after." I dapped Roger up. I dapped all them niggas up. I said, "Nigga, I'm out." They said, "Yo, bro, hold on to that." I said, "Don't even worry about it. Hit me up later. Pay me later. I'm out."
Oh my God. So what?
And then I sat in the car and I started counting my money, and I'm like, "Damn, $1,500
Gone.
fucking gone, bro. I'm never going to a strip club again."
I mean, how much you think that bottle cost you?
Yo, you know how much I found out it cost in the club that night?
How much?
$50.
It was $50 for a bottle of Remy.
$50.
That's why. Okay.
I'm thinking it's like $200-300. Never
Well,
again.
unlike other, I think Massachusetts is the only state, correct me if I'm wrong, that we can't have fluctuating liquor prices. Like once you set alcohol at this price in your venue, you can't go below that, right, Sherman? It's got to be a consistent price because no happy hour, right? How does that work?
Well, it's don't 100% quote me, but I believe you can't change it during the day for sure. So you can't have like, at 1 o'clock the drink is this, but when Slayer's party comes at night, it's 3 times as much. And there's a minimum you have to sell liquor for because of competition. You can't sell liquor for less than, I believe the number is 4 to 1. If you have a liquor license, you basically can't undercut people's prices.
Oh, okay. So you could be more expensive or you could be a baseline.
Yeah.
Okay. So the club, so King of Diamonds got damn. But that sounds crazy to me. That seems like the club and the girls are
When I
in
went to King of Diamonds in Miami that night, it was
right.
$50. All bottles were $50.
Yeah, we couldn't do that if we wanted to. In Boston, for sure. I don't know about the entire Massachusetts, but in Boston, for sure. Even if you wanted to. There ain't no all-inclusive liquor parties. There ain't no cooler fest. There ain't no bring your own beer. There's none of that.
Yo, Keyshawn said Providence is on that style. So how much is a bottle in Providence?
You can do cheap.
Nah, I haven't been. I'm scared of Providence.
Yeah, me too. But you can do $100 bottles, $150 bottles in Providence. I've seen them pretty cheap.
I've seen some Providence dances. Nope.
I mean, what does she even look like, Slayer?
Ooh.
This imaginary person that you just gave everything to.
She's like fucking sexy red with gorilla. With the Cherokee, with the 2005 bubble butt Cherokee ass.
Jesus Christ! So the club. So what do you think she paid the club? So she damn that's the hustle then. That's the hustle then because the bottle probably doesn't cost her 50, right? The bottle probably costs her what, 20 or 30?
I don't know. In the strip clubs, if you buy a drink for yourself, and then you buy a drink for her, her drink's always more than your drink.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out is how did her in the club figure out the sabotage?
I'm telling you. He said, "Ooh, Boston up north niggas, Victor Moan. I can get him. Let me get this bottle. I'll bring you back 100. Fuck the 50. I'll bring you back 100." Motherfucker.
You're not supposed to take them home, says Naisha.
God, why is my best friend on this live?
What does that even mean? You're not supposed to take them home.
So what does that even mean? I don't know. I don't know because it's like you throwing all this pussy and ass on my face. You touching me. You're in my ear. You taking my number. Your hands is on my dick and balls. Like I was so mad I had to cut all my hair. When I came back from ATL, I cut all my hair off my dick and balls. Fuck that.
Why?
Because she touched it and she didn't do nothing with it.
I don't understand. I don't understand your reasoning behind that.
I'm American, nigga. I don't know. I can't say it. Nigga, I came back from ATL. Somebody touched me down there, and I cut off my hair.
Yo, this is crazy. Keyshawn saying the bottle probably costs 25.
Probably.
She gets a percentage of everybody sold and the section as well. She gets a percentage of every bottle sold. Okay.
Don't quote Keys. Don't quote Keys because Keys don't DJ in King of Diamonds.
I don't know. He seems informable. I want to know what happened at the event. Patchy, can you come on the live, please? Because this is crazy. Because the fuck. I mean, this is absolutely insane. I mean, the reason why I don't do strip clubs because strip clubs to me is like child support, where you pay and you can't take your kid home with you to see your grandma, to see the kid's grandma. That strip clubs and child support is actually the same exact thing. You pay and you can't take your kid home to see grandma. It's just crazy. Oh my god! Wow, this sounds like the confession room. This is crazy. I was not there. Apache wasn't there. Apache was like, Apache didn't make the trip. Just Roger Blacks.
Roger, Bones, Super Bones.
Yeah, yeah. What Slayer's talking about is absolutely crazy. So here's the thing now, Slay, you ready for June 1st? The big party coming on this weekend.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Have you been promoting it to all your friends? Are you gonna pack this place with all your female followers?
Let everybody know last night at Baby Making Mondays. I should have said it on Mike D's cam. I forgot.
Oh yeah, should have said it on my
Should have said it on his camera.
nigga. Every strip club got the same method. I've never
No, they don't.
no, they don't.
You ever been to this fucking glass slipper, dummy?
But all can change the bottle price to whatever you want. They can do bottle specials whenever. Oh, they can do bottle specials whenever down there.
Yeah, because I've been to this one club and it was $50. Matter of fact, during Carnival weekend, the all black party. What's his name? Jabba Strikes Back, whatever. When on his night, the bottles is completely different from when they on a regular night. If you're going to Miami or going to that club, yeah, they change their prices for whatever they want.
Let me tell you something right now, man. We did. Yes, I've been to 2 Diddy parties, and I know that I thought I was a big deal, Sherwin, but if I'm not listed in the indictment, that means I'm a nobody because whatever they're saying, I've never seen.
Right.
But Diddy held a party at the mansion, which I think is probably Club Live now. But the mansion was next to the dude that they killed. Who's the designer that they killed in Miami? Was it Versace? His
Yeah,
boyfriend shot him. Yeah. So I think it was next door to his house. I don't know. And Puffy had women on strings flying through the club.
I just want to say, I don't know, I don't own no rights to none of this shit that this man is talking about for any type of future indictment or anything. I wasn't there.
So that night was crazy. And then it was all like, yo, Puffy rented out the King of Diamonds. So we went to the King of Diamonds, and I was with people from an NFL team. I'm not going to say the NFL team. And it was kind of like the same hustle, but I think them dudes, it's different because they don't want to get caught up because they were like married. But I do remember every time we went somewhere, the bottles came without payment. I don't know how they're able to do that. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how you could give me somebody a bottle without payment. I mean, Massachusetts, that would never happen.
I mean, I think it's kind of like the casinos, you know, they keep you there and they give you a couple free drinks.
Yeah, this is crazy. I'm 42, so remember that I've been to strip clubs. They are no longer open. They all got their own rules. Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Shout out to Agnes. All right, Keith.
yeah, man. The guy said, I've never ever. Yeah, they're a dangerous place, man. I got my first lap dance like maybe 6 years ago.
How much you give her?
Nothing. Because my boy owns a club, and he was all like, yo, you need a lap dance. I'm like, I've never done it. Like, I've always been terrified of those places. Like, I'm very terrified of any place where people are naked and you have to throw money on the stage. Any situation like that, I just get scared. I can't do it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Sherman, how about you?
Yeah, I've been a couple places, man.
Have you ever done what this guy did?
I plead the fifth.
Yo,
Going back, you ain't gonna catch me on live.
you ain't gonna get me on that. Yo, delete all this shit after too. Don't be leaving this shit up like you be leaving shit up all the time. Like this is like we gotta delete this shit. Can't keep it up.
Yeah, we may have to delete this live after it's up.
Don't forget Sex Tingles coming soon. I'm getting my sister be here in like the next hour.
And when you doing that at? You doing it at the place in
I'm doing it right here in my house.
Oh, you are?
Real sexual.
Okay. Yeah, don't forget to plug the flyer.
Yeah, don't forget you getting on the hot seat.
What's the hot seat now? Put me on the hot seat.
That's what I'm saying. I am gonna put you on the hot seat.
When?
On the first episode.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for the hot seat. I'm ready for the hot seat.
I hope so, bro. I hope so. Because I know you, out of all the people, I know you keep it 100. There's no bullshit in your shit. You ain't scared of nothing. Like,
No, yeah.
nothing.
No.
Nothing. Any question asked, nigga, you can answer it.
Yeah, any question asked, I can answer it.
The only thing I don't do in sex thing, we don't name people and shit like that. And if you married, I don't put you in the hot seat because I don't want to mess up happy home.
But I mean, I do have a happy home.
Are you married?
Pretty much, yeah.
Common law, or was it a wedding?
Common law.
Oh, so you good. You can get on the hot seat. That means she ain't going nowhere, bro. Y'all done been together forever. Ain't shit gonna happen. She ain't going nowhere.
No.
She ain't gonna probably be listening anyway.
No, she ain't gonna be listening anyway.
Because it gets crazy on the hot seat, bro. I'm trying to tell you. It gets crazy. It gets crazy.
Yeah, I wish people, I wish the cast was available so I could see what happened. So where did you? Oh, so you came back to Boston. Can anybody tell me what happened at the Yellow? Were you? So what else were you at over the weekend, Sherwin? It was just Unity. Did you go anywhere else?
I went to Burns's party.
How was Burns's party? Let's talk about Burns's party.
Burns's party was at a venue that I've never been to before. It was nice. It was, I don't know. It kind of felt like a community center, and they just had a large basement, but not basement, if you will. So it was nice. They had the bar set up there. I mean, that venue could have easily fit 800 people.
Really?
Yeah, it was a pretty big open space.
Mm-hmm. Sure was.
You were there, Slayer?
I was one of the DJs, bro.
Oh, so talk about it. Let me know what happened to my boy DJ Burns's party.
Nigga, I had a fucking great time. Nigga was lit. He said no smoking for the first time. Nobody smoked.
Yeah, big up to that.
It was lit. Like I said, it was a day party too. So
How was the music? How was the
I'm
DJ?
I'm not. I don't want to. I'm gonna pull a Sherwin and say I plead the fifth.
Okay, all right. So the music was good, bad. I mean, what's going on?
It was solid while I was there. I did leave like 2 hours early because I had to go to Scoop's thing downtown.
Okay.
But I mean, it had the top dance hall DJs in the area. Yeah, Ghetto and Cypress.
Okay.
Yeah, Trendsetter. Yeah, Selected Tim, and then you had DJ Jago, which I believe is out of the Cape. I've heard him play a couple of times. I didn't hear him play that night because I think he finished off the night, and then I didn't hear Burns play either. I don't know if Burns did play.
Okay.
Decent crowd. I'd say like when I left, it was probably 150. I don't know how much it finished with today. Um, so I'm not sure. I left like 2 hours early. You know, most people come kind of at the end. People dressed up. A lot of space for people to move around, do their thing. Liquor was a good price, and at least while I was there, everybody behaved themselves. So hopefully we can do it again at that same place next year. You know what I mean?
Right.
It definitely was. It was a good look. You know what I
Now
mean?
now you know Islanders was in there, so you know somebody's gonna have a party in there again real soon.
I beg. Let's not do that.
But you know how it be. You know how it be. They see something, so they gotta use it
100
up.
people are gonna run in there, run it down, mess it up. Like leave that for Burns, bro. Like let him do it. Like I don't even know how he found this place. I don't know how he convinced them to let us in there. Um,
For real.
no, just being real. Like that's not a place we party in. Like it's not like Alston, Brent. Like we were in Brookline.
What do you mean Brookline?
Like
Brookline.
I might see Tom Brady walking his kid down the street.
Yeah.
Like right across from where all those billionaires live in Brookline. I forgot what that little area is called in the middle. Like it was right there, bro.
They had a bunch of niggas inside Jewish Brookline.
Yeah, I mean, for lack of better words, yeah.
Yo,
Nobody
for
was
real,
inside
because it was so bad, right?
music.
That I couldn't smoke weed outside the car. They told me like you got to get in your car and smoke your weed, bro. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
weed in
no,
the car.
for sure, man. Because that, like, people will see that and then they're like, "Nah, we good." But what
Really?
I saw, everybody was super well behaved. It was just a good vibe, man. I didn't see Trick there, but I saw everybody else from the show there.
Cass was there, drunk. Nora drunk.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it
Yeah.
was a really good vibe, man. I wish even more. I think Burns got a pretty decent support for. I think is his first party in Boston. So you could correct me if I'm wrong.
If Salute didn't happen, he would have had more people there.
Well, here's the next thing. Neither party had the numbers that I think they expected or wanted. Salute. I had a good time at Salute. There probably was a third of the people at Salute this year that was there from last year.
Now,
And
what is salute?
Salute is Scoop's thing outdoors in City Hall. Last year he had Kess.
Okay.
And this year, yeah, he had a bunch of DJs from all the different islands, artists from all the different islands, and I think the combination of you know Kess is Kess, right? So Kess is going to bring out a huge crowd, and then the weather wasn't great. I mean, the weather was probably 50 to 60 degrees on Memorial Day weekend, and that's just like what can you do about that? It's not supposed to be 50, 60 on Memorial Day weekend.
Was the weather that bad? I mean, I was in the Cape at a wedding. Um, I don't think the weather was that bad.
I don't think it was terrible, but 50 degrees is 50 degrees. I had a hoodie on. I'm moving around, so I felt good.
Right.
But it's not 80 and windy. I think you would expect a Memorial Day weekend. You know what I mean? And a nice little breeze and all that stuff. So I definitely think that scared some people away. Like my mom bought a ticket, she ended up not going. So I think the weather played into it. Um, you know, again, Kess is Kess, but I still had a great time. I think the DJs played pretty well, but I'm not sure how much of that crowd would have been Burns' crowd anyways, if that makes sense. The people who were there.
Oh, you're talking about the people that was at Salute. They would have
Yeah,
never. They would have never went to Burns' party.
I don't really see. I don't really see a lot of them being there. I mean, if 100 people from Salute would have been at Burns thing, that'd have been a lot. You know what I mean? because most of our dance hall regulars were at Burns' thing, you know.
Okay.
From FC all the way down. It wasn't like whatever, you know. Tasha Michelle, everybody was going there. So, you know, that Burns' party. I'll say this and say this: Burns' party deserved 600 people. He didn't get that, but I still think it was a good turnout. I think everybody had fun. I think the DJs played well, at least when I was there. But I hope he gets triple the amount of people next year. You know, because he was promoting that party hard for a year, and you know, Burns supports everybody. You know what I mean? Like he says it, but you know, he's not lying.
Everybody.
He goes out, and we don't ask for no free tickets. He'll buy bottles.
He don't even drink the bottle. He's like, y'all niggas is funny as shit.
I'm not gonna lie, man. He bought a bottle of Bel Air, and I went to it at the end of the night, and it was 3/4 full. I'm like, Burns, come on, bro. Like,
He passes it out to people.
I was just like, come on, bro.
He really goes and buys bottles at niggas' events and gives it to like his people. Like, here, drink it.
I kind of do too. I'll take my
Yeah,
drinks.
we know you do. We know you do. I was late for my after party.
You know, I mean, I think it's only right. You know, you support who supports you. You know, people be coming out like it is what it is. But you know, so Burns is a, you know, in my opinion, you know, one of the greatest type dudes around. You know what I mean? Real good dude. So
yeah, Burns is a clean. Burns is a clean dude. Like it's.
yeah.
I mean, I only have a beef with Burns is because he wears a fucking Liverpool shirt, and he's not a Scouser, and that really annoys me. But
Right.
but besides that, Burns is a really, really, really clean human being.
Yeah, if somebody
Like,
told me they
he's
didn't like Burns,
clean.
had a problem with Burns, I'd have to look at them sideways, like, you know, like why?
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
That wouldn't make sense to me, you know.
That's like saying that I ghetto hype or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. Ghetto kind of has an edge to him. Like Burns,
Yeah, no, true.
Ghetto has an edge to him. Burns is just.
But to say you don't like ghetto hype though.
No, that's my nigga. That's like my cousin.
No, but for anybody to say that, like, what could ghetto do for you to not to like ghetto?
Yeah, but I mean, Ghetto's kind of aggressive on the microphone, so you could say you don't like him because what he said on the microphone, like he's aggressive on the mic. So if you're aggressive on the mic, then that could cause people to hate you. You know what I'm trying to say?
Burns get aggressive on the mic.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can see what you're saying with Ghetto. You know, Ghetto's like a monk to me. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
like he definitely could put the paws on you, but you know,
I watched him one day. That was funny.
Yeah, no, I can believe it. I believe it, man.
Yo, Keyshawn, what you mean disrespectful? What disrespectful? How? Don't tell me you're. Don't tell me he's a Liverpool fan too. This Keyshawn. Yo, Keyshawn better not be a Liverpool fan, or you got to fucking go, bro. Yeah, I think Burns is a very. I mean, me and him been going back and forth. I mean, him have a little beef going on. Like the other night when I was at Ghetto, Real versus Real Recognized Real, Burns kind of bad me up. Everybody was badding me up, fucking at that shit. Burns kind of. Yeah, you screamed at me, yelled at me. Said, "Nigga, if I don't put you on the fly, you're gonna kill me." Yeah. Burns kind of bumped into me too, like, "Yo, nigga, move out of my way," because he's not a Scouser. If you're not, I mean, why are you wearing a Liverpool jersey? But besides the fact that he wears a Liverpool jersey and I'm English and I take that to the death, I think Burns is a fucking clean dude. He's just clean. He looks clean. He can't rub you the wrong way. He's the only DJ in Boston or selector in Boston and everybody on Trendsetter. They can't rub you the wrong way. Right? Every other selector could rub you the wrong way. Like, like Slayer. Slayer can be a pain in the ass.
They love it though.
They love it though. So
Love
let's talk about City Hall Plaza. What happened there?
He told you what happened, nigga. It was cold. Ain't nobody really come. Last year was better.
Oh, his mic drop off. That's a good way to that's a great way to self-censor yourself. Mute your microphone.
Who mine?
Yeah, my bad.
Okay. Okay. I thought you did that on. I thought
I'm sitting over here talking in my mute mic. So yeah, I mean, the headliner last year was bigger. Kess is Kess, right? So
guess.
we get that. Weather was not great. Wasn't the worst, but was not great. But me personally, I don't like to throw big events on the bigger holidays. Even though people say that more people are outside, which is true, it's just a lot more competition. And I think the people who went to New York, the people who went to Miami, the people who went to Atlanta. I mean, I don't know how many people City Hall can fit, but it has to be upwards between
Thousands.
2,000 to 4,000 somewhere in there.
Thousands.
So if you're gonna do a Caribbean event there, you need people to come in from Rhode Island. You need people to come in from New York.
Right.
You need those. You know what I mean? So now you're fighting with New York has a big event, and you're trying to grab those people to come down. And to me, the weather and the fact there wasn't a big enough headliner to pull them away from those other places, kind of hurt. You know what I mean? I think again, I don't think that the salute crowd would have been at Burns' party, but I do think the opposite would have happened. I do think that Burns's crowd could have possibly been at salute. Keith,
Okay.
Keith and P were there. You have Stone Love was there. I could see it working the opposite way around, if that makes sense.
Keyshawn says that 4,500 people fit on City Hall Plaza. Is that real?
Yeah, I believe it. It's huge. And then there's definitely some people we're going to talk about it. Let me stick up the scoops a little bit. There was some people who went last year who found the little loophole and went on the steps, bring their liquor, and just sat up there and watched the show.
That's no good. That's trash.
And I heard them I don't know them, but I overheard them talking like, yeah, we were here last year, and it was like, it made no sense. We paid all that money. We could have just sat up here and watched it for free. And I definitely saw a group of people do that, and that's corny to me. That's corny to me. You know what I mean? But yeah, big events like that. I mean, they're just tough. It just weather, this, and that. You win some, you lose some.
I want to show you. I want to show y'all something if I could find it. I want to show the last time I was at City Hall Plaza. They tried to kill Mayor Menino.
What?
I have the video.
I thought everybody loved Menino.
You got to watch this. This is crazy. I'm trying to find it right now. Junior Grongan, Flo, Dino, Clinton Sparks, Sham.
I didn't even know he had an assassination attempt.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm trying to find it. I gotta find this fucking thing.
Yeah, y'all remember this?
What you got for me?
Is that the money pyramid thing?
I finessed so many people with that dumbass shit. I felt bad though because I knew some of the people.
What is that?
The little money scheme thing. Give me 200. I put your name up here. If you get 2 more people, I'll put your name moves up to the middle. When your name goes to the middle, you get 2,000.
Oh, fuck that bullshit. I gotta find this video. I have to find this video. Let me see if I can find it. But yo, it was crazy. It was the first time Wiz Khalifa was in Boston.
What was that, like 2008?
Yeah, and they fucking rushed the stage, and Mayor Menino had to calm the crowd down.
Yo, Mayor Menino tried to shake my hand one day. My mother smacked the dog shit out of his hand.
Really? Why? That's the Mayor Menino.
I was going to Josiah Quincy Middle School, and there was a shooting. There was a shooting or some type of shit that happened right near the school. Like the nigga, one of the bullets that went through like one of the school buses or some shit. And she was mad that they didn't cancel school. And he was in the school greeting all the families that they brought their kids to school. And she was like, nigga. And she was on me having perfect attendance. That was my mom's thing about school, perfect attendance.
Yeah, my dad wants to know, how did I get perfect attendance? How did I get perfect attendance in high school and they never gave out a report card?
What I don't understand is how I get perfect attendance in high school, and my little brother, his attendance was suck. He graduated and shit, but his attendance sucked, and he didn't get in trouble ever. And I'm like, I don't understand that, because I had to literally walk through blizzards and death to get to school. It rains and drizzles, and they'd be like, no school, and this nigga still be missing schools on certain days. Like, it didn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I gotta.
Like 2 inches of snow tomorrow. Up, cancel school for what? Make these niggas go through fucking life. That's why he be off now.
Yeah, I don't know where this video is, but this is a crazy video of what the fuck happened at
Did you convert it from 2000 from so long ago?
Yeah, I have it here. I used to right here. Here we go. Y'all gotta see this. Let me see here. Let me add this media here. This is some shit. Let me see here. Oh, I gotta upload the fucking video. Are you fucking shitting me? Hold on. I just can't play. Hold on a second. You know what I'm gonna do? But I'm not gonna upload the video. I'm going to let me see if I can share my screen with y'all. Share screen.
Don't accidentally share your porn.
I know, right? That's why I'm making sure I don't share fucking brazers.
That should be crazy by an accident.
Here it is.
Yo, we got Scram Jones in the hallways of Hot 97. Yo,
she's gonna bring hip hop back, check music, make good music.
BobbyShakes.com in the hallways of Hot. BobbyShakes.com in the hallways of Hot 97. Exclusive.
Oh, that's when they had the real racist police back then. You could tell by their hats. Oh, they wildin'. Damn, he didn't even get to do a song.
Well, he was a superstar for real, huh? Actually, I might have been here.
Get your whole ass off the stage, bitch.
That shirt he's wearing was from the clothing line that I used to internship in. It's from Boston. I work in.
Hey, yo, Boston, you need to chill out. Yo, that's embarrassing.
Look at Boston police out of this going on. Like the mayor is on the stage, and like Boston police is not even like going crazy. They're just letting the shit just play out in real time.
That could not. That could never happen now.
Oh no, no, no. Niggas fucked that up. Like George Floyd fucked that whole situation up. Cops hate us now. Like look at Boston police. Like look how they're behaving. That would never happen in that can happen in 2025. And the mayor, you saw Menino, right? Y'all saw Menino?
No.
You didn't see Menino? Yeah, Menino's here. Hold on. Look at that. And look at Boston police. Boston police is all like, yo, yeah, you're right. That is probably 4,500 people get hold of that shit.
Hell yeah, look at that shit. I can't be places like that.
That shit right there is lit. No, that's lit. That's the last time I did anything on City Hall Plaza.
Yeah, I'm going strapped, all that.
Let me see here.
Fuck that shit. See, nigga, you can't even move in there. You can't even move. If you're in the middle of that crowd,
So
or one shot goes off, you get.
So here's the whole thing. When I got there, like all the kids was like, "Oh, Bobby Shakes, Bobby Shakes." So I was dapping them up, and a lot of the girls were dapping me up. So I thought it was just the crowd like touching me. And then when I turned around, like you see the camera shaking and people like pushing me. So I'm like, yo, what the hell's going
It looked
on?
like you got pushed on stage.
I got pushed on stage. I'm like, yo, what?
Like the Matrix, nigga.
Like, this is crazy. Let
I
me
used to
show you,
want to
man.
be a cameraman. I used to want to be a cameraman when I was younger.
Let me show you Mayor Menino. There he is right there.
He was a cool dude, yo. That's funny as shit. That nigga was a cool ass mayor, dog.
You think, I mean, no, I'm not throwing shade to anybody else, but look at Mayor Menino just sitting there as all these kids is like, and he doesn't even move. And
To the side. He moved to the side.
He moved to the side.
No
He's
security.
Like, no security. Like
that's crazy. Even I have security.
Yeah, like look at the cops, Boston police. They're like, calm down, guys. It's okay. Some rapper. I don't know what he does.
They could have killed. Somebody could have killed the mayor.
Right? They could have stampeded the dude. Now that's the last time I've been at City Hall Plaza. I don't know. I don't know if it's still like that or so. Was Scoop sing like this?
Nah. Come on, Bobby.
That shit is crazy.
June 2nd, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I don't see my name on here, but you know.
Oh yeah, this is the old flyer. This is the old.
Where is my shit at? I be needing my shit to point on camera, and I don't be having it.
Shit's crazy. Shit was crazy. Let me see here. Yeah, where did Sherwin go? Yeah, man.
Sherwin got a Jamaican WhatsApp call, probably. You know how y'all be talking to the Islanders. I got WhatsApp. I bagged the girl from the Islanders. She's like, I'm like, what's your number? She's like, you got WhatsApp? I had to download that whole app just to talk to her.
Yeah. I don't fuck with WhatsApp at all. Those niggas be calling from Jamaica for money. I can't do it. So I don't even fuck with WhatsApp. But it seemed like all these niggas in America, like everybody's on WhatsApp now. Like, nigga, why the fuck you on WhatsApp? Why can't I just text you? Your area code is 617. Why the fuck I gotta contact you on fucking WhatsApp?
Yo, I swear I bagged this girl. She was like, "You gotta download WhatsApp if you want to talk to me."
Shit's crazy. Sharon, what you think about that City Hall footage?
His question was Scoop shit like that? That's why I told him like he's funny as shit when he be asking questions. Bobby's the most controversial nigga alive. That's why I fuck with him.
Never had. I can't remember the last time there's been a show at City Hall like that for anybody.
Yeah, I think
Cass was probably like half of that. Would you say?
Nah, I don't even think it was half of that, bro. To be real,
Kess wasn't half of this.
that was a lot of people, bro.
I don't know. The footage from Cass that I seen, it looked like it was packed. It looked like City Hall
I
was
think
packed.
this probably had maximum 2,000 people. So maybe I would say 1,500. I don't know. That's how it felt to me. Because I would say this year was probably about 500, and I think last year was about 15. I think it's 3 times as much last year.
Yeah, this is a lot of people.
Yeah,
Let me see.
that might look like it was over capacity.
This right here, right? Hold on, let me share this again because this shit is.
Kess probably was a third of that.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I don't think.
Wasn't that one of the DJs that was on your show? Did you even have a DJ on your show, Bobby?
Nah, I did had a DJ on my show, but this is you know who Scram Jones is. This is the dude from he produces shit for Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Scram Jones.
Who was it? J. Cool?
J. Cool G. This is where Hot Sauce got her start from.
I remember that shit. 90 Hot 97, right?
Yeah, Hot 97. This is the hallways of Hot 97.
I'll never forget that day y'all called me. I thought I was a star that day. I
Oh,
said,
you were
Hot
a
90
fucking
who?
star.
Hot 90 who?
Yeah, you controlled the jails, man. We used to have people in jail giving us a phone call. I don't know how the fuck they able to do that. That's weird. Look how young Wiz. I don't think Wiz Khalifa was smoking weed them times there. The nigga
He
even
always
have,
was
No, he
smoking.
was smoking crazy weed.
He
the nigga
always smoking.
the nigga has no tattoos on his arms.
Yeah, the tats came in, but he's
That nigga
Nigga,
disappeared and came back. Had it like Subway.
look at him.
I know some people who have been around him to smoke, and they didn't have very nice things to say after.
Look at the little white girl. Look at the little white girl. Little white girl will go straight to the cop.
They got their
This-
own kids.
look at the white girl. 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 He runs to the cop like, oh my God, these black people tried to kill me, officer. Yeah, I don't think City Hall Plaza will ever be like this again. This was the good old days, man, when you have a good mayor. No disrespect to Mayor Wu, and you know I love you. You have a police force. You know what I'm saying? The whole police brutality shit has really fucked shit up, man.
I think that's when I got a nice $2,000 check from Amy Ducon, that lady who got caught framing niggas with some drugs.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Those are great times.
Yeah, these are great times, man. Look at that. Damn, that is a lot of people. I think that's over 4,000 people, right?
Yeah, it feels like it. That looks like
Yeah, look all the way back to the back, like there, right there.
that looks like 6 to 8.
Fucking
Like there's
crazy.
no space.
And it was free, so
Yeah, no, that's out of control.
Yeah, man, that's when cops.
it's 11 o'clock. God damn.
Yeah, man. Shit.
I'll be flying on this fucking chat.
Oh yeah, man. Once we've been talking for a fucking hour and something.
Oh, in 10 minutes it'll be 2 in the morning.
Hold on, is this the lieutenant governor in the back now? Nah, shoot. Yeah, let me see here. Hold on a second here. Yeah, that's a lot of motherfuckers. Yo, my motherfuckers. Look at this dude. This dude is using crown amps. Niggas don't use crown amps no more. Look at that. Oh, but got crown amps. Hold on, man. Since we're digging in the crates, man. Let me see what else I got for y'all. What else I got for y'all? Yo, we fucking kidnapped. Y'all know who Cargo is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
Lost
kidnapped
one of
them.
my friends.
We kidnapped Cargo. Hold on a second. Y'all gotta see this shit. We kidnapped Cargo. Had him in the fucking studio. Motherfucker, Cargo. Everybody talks about Cartel. The most talented artist in Jamaica is Cargo.
Try to book him now. That's all.
The most talented artist in Jamaica is Cargo.
High praise.
I'm telling you.
Push music now you rolling. Bad man thing. Steady! Bumbuckler. You see, you make me a make mistake and all that. You know, push music.
This is the last one, then we going to bed.
Answer! Pull up. Push music now you rolling.
This
Bad
is
man thing. Steady! Bumbuckler. You see, you make me a make mistake and all that. You know, push music.
that's J. Cool.
Push music. Let me say out Santor! Hey! Turn up the one. Hey, pagan can't spoil it. Hey, push music. Hey, Tantor, the one stagger away. Hear me not Sansa!
Yo, he did 1,500 drops.
What you doing?
No, this is just B-roll.
And then B-roll.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
going
like,
B-roll, you know. A-roll, look.
pushing music,
See,
Carl.
I'm foreign, I push music and I do
Talented.
What does push music mean, Carl? What does push music mean?
Alright, push music means so you have to put music in front, you understand? And some disc jock and some boy who spot a style of artists and them type of thing that them need to just push music. You understand? You have some selector who spot I put themselves and put artists in front of the music. You see what I mean? So you have to just push music. Because
This
when
is
we leave
Bobby Shakes
Jamaica
on
and go certain
LSD.
places in the world, we get for sister, yo, the man them, if the man them did
Yeah,
that
this
just
nigga stupid as shit.
soul music and reggae music, it'd have huge, you see me?
Yeah, that's what I tell people all the time. I said organically, there's not a hip hop artist better than anybody from Jamaica. Organically,
Mm-mm.
they just don't push our music.
They just not pushing music.
Niggas ain't pushing our music.
Not our music, we have push music. When we say push music, we first have to push it, you understand? Man, them now push music. Them a push it, they say, yo, me and the boy, they are no friend. And when we say my Rasta and him have an army pants and all different type of things, so we not play music. Or how him say my Rasta and him shave him face, push music.
Push music.
That's how Bob Marley do.
Bob Marley's the Bob
Push
Marley's the
music.
biggest push music I've ever seen.
Yeah, Bob Marley
Bob
push
Marley
music.
push music.
Michael Jackson push music, yeah. People say yo all different type of things about Michael Jackson, but if you never push music, he wouldn't be Michael. Not sure.
Right?
Yeah. Push road dog, Wagiti at the road dog.
You got to bring him, Sherwin.
Wagiti Africa show dog.
Which other?
Machine a show dog. Cargo at the road dog. Not sure.
Yeah.
But
Grateful Dead push music.
yeah. Our music what we are do right now, I'm gonna say, yo dog. A boy they hype, you know, me not playing song. That kill music.
Killing music. We're pushing music.
So right now, Cargo new slogan, a push music. Fuck Cargo. Push music.
Push music,
You
bumble
understand? Just that's the thing there, I understand. So right now we are do the road and guess what go on now? We are push music for everybody, you see what I mean? Because right now is a few dancehall artists I get the opportunity what we are get, you understand? So right now we are do it for everybody. We are do it for artists them on a bus yet. You understand? And Beanie Man them still out there do them thing, but Beanie Man them set a platform for we. You see what I say? We spot youth like we have to just go and take it up. Sean Paul them, Egyptian them, all of them youth who get the big break the other day. And them set the platform we spot me can I get a long list of dub to do the same work we spot them do. You understand? Vada them, Cartel them, all of them youth they push music. You see what I say? Even though them still out there, I try to take it to a next level. Because them a push music for me. So me
Push
have to
music.
music for the next
Push
youth to come
music.
forward. You see me? Push music.
That nigga say that a million times.
Yo, God. No Boston over there, you know. See it right now, cameraman is a man who had practice to kill off himself with cigarette. But
He's pushing music.
him tell me a while ago say better him kill himself with cigarette than he walk out in the road and I carry
You
the
was smoking a cigarette?
Yeah.
To kill off himself with a cigarette.
Look at my man right there with the iPhone 4.
Yo, you're stupid.
Dude's literally reading lyrics of the iPhone 4.
Killer not trust him. You just clip off the links and the style and break free. Not dust him. How him say my your friend and him want you fit betray. Yeah, blacks. When your friend turning farmer. And them they sitting them see a one.
Yeah, I understand. We in a dub plate session a while ago. Voice from last night till me throat feel away.
Yo.
Chicago. Just push music. Forget about the fucking throat.
Yo, we had this dude in a studio for 24 hours voicing dubs non fucking stop.
Just push music. Tell them say no that. Need my voice to push music tomorrow. So we have to make at least the stay a little more. You understand? But right now, my friend Boston now. Go across New York. Go rest over. Catch me plane. Go to Chicago. You understand?
Gotta bring him,
After
Sherman.
me leave Chicago, you don't know. Where next place name we have?
This is in the tea leaves. This is unexpected.
One place name, so?
Yeah. I'm think. I
We
don't
have
know.
that thing named Kansas Stick. You know that?
Now we ain't gonna catch cancer. We're pushing music.
But this is Kansas Stick. Kansas City. And you're burning on the Kansas Stick.
Can't get cancer from cigarettes. Come on, Cargo. Who tell you that fuckery?
Dude, you stupid, bro.
All right, man. Let's read some flyers, man. Who's reading the flyers? Who's reading the flyers? Who's reading the flyers? What we got here? What we got here? What we got here? What we
Ooh,
got?
I could read them in an American version.
All right, let's go ahead. Go ahead. Let's read them. Hold on a second. Let me cue your music up. Hold on a second.
Do my bumper clap music.
Here's your bummer cloud music. One. Hold on. I'll bring you in.
Is that my cue, motherfucker?
That's you. Come on, man. You're supposed to be professional.
Listen, July 3rd. I don't know if that's Saturday or Sunday because it says live and it's showing numbers up there, so I don't know what day that is, and I don't know where they're gonna be. But Kess Live will be in Boston, July 3rd, 2025, July 4th weekend.
Leader Bank Pavilion. What we got?
Okay. That's where they're gonna be at. I couldn't see that because where I'm at, I can't see that.
All right,
Listen, July 27th, the Sunday, they're gonna have food for sale. The time is enforced, 3 to 9 o'clock.
Jesus.
Free up your bumper clot self.
Jesus.
It's the return of free up your bumper clot self.
There you go.
Pretty and pink pussy boat ride. All the bitches come out with pink on. As Tasha said, top fashion.
Hold on.
The girl Dolly them.
Hold on. Why we gotta call black women bitches, man?
All right, let me do the. All right,
hold on. Let me rewind. Hold on.
All right.
You ready?
Go ahead.
Go on.
All the hoes, make sure y'all pop out. And your motherfucking pink outfits, all the dolly them come out. Make sure your poom poom smells like water. Do not come out without washing your ass and being on that boat. It gets hot. You thinking because you're on that boat, you outside. No, it gets
Why,
hot on that boat.
why we gotta call black women hoes, man? Can we just say? Can we just read the flyers, sir?
All right, go back. Do one more time.
One.
June 29th, all the beautiful Nubian princesses, all my African, Jamaican, Haitian, Guyanese, West Indian queens. Make sure you come out in your own outfit. Everybody can't get the same outfit from Tasha Michelle's shop. Y'all gotta go different places. Don't everybody come on a boat with the same outfit, please. $50, all inclusive. Tasha Michelle.
She said she a freak and for me I love that.
July 20th, the Melanin Brunch. If you was there last year, then you know this year is gonna be bigger and better. Food inclusive. Come out starving. This is also a day party, 4 to 10. Don't come at 7. Come at 5, 6. Wear your shades of brown. Shades of brown. Doodle brown. Any type of brown. Dark brown. Brownish black. Blackish brown. Brown. All right, cue the next one. Cue the next one.
Hold on, I'm breaking records right now. You know, we break records right here. We break.
Okay, let me light the blunt. Let me light this blunt then.
Sent him home in a bag, he was so defiant. I was tempted to let the machete chop him like a client.
Each and every Monday, baby making Mondays. Dublin House, 9 to 1. It costs money, nothing's free. Every Friday, Friday Night Lime, Unities. Every Thursday, Jam Rock Thursdays. Every Friday and Saturday after the club, you know, to catch the Slayer afters. Also, link Bushy for his afters too.
Let's go. Traffic jam. Oyasema.
Traffic Jam, July 27th. Same place. Tesla's gonna be at. Steven. You gotta read this. You gotta read it. You gotta read it. I can't see the top left corner. You gotta read it.
Damon Junior Gang and Stephen Marley. J Bug. Traffic Jam. July 20th.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said it like that.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't have the little
J Bug.
J Bug. You know what I'm saying? And what
Sound
we
like
got and what we got right here, Sherman. What you got for me, man, Sherman? Man, what we got for me coming up this weekend at Yanati?
Friday Night Live flyers will drop tomorrow, and actually, I don't think we open on Saturday. Actually, I haven't seen a lot of flyers this week. Now that we think of it, I think everybody spent off all their budget last weekend.
Yeah, man.
The 31st. Who House? We outside with it. Who House this weekend? We outside.
So it's Wacky Back Cows and Boog's birthday bash.
Mm-hmm.
So can BYOB.
Right, let's break some records.
Put a track on that nigga, find his location. Bad doctor about my digits, I got no patience. Fiends get to twitching when that cocaine hits. My dog told me that's his mom, but it don't. That's the man King Man, that's your Polish, you're now a power. King Man, get to hype, you know it already, right? Glenn Devon, you hear me, I said the man NYC.
Glenn Devon.
Get to hype, you know it already, right? Glenn Devon, you hear me, I said
I'm not reading that flyer. I don't see my name.
King Midas of it all.
King Midas of it all, yeah. King Midas of it all, yeah. Man, get to hype, you know it go already, right? Glenn Devon, hear me I said the
I
man
gotta
voice,
read
you
it.
know it go down. King Midas of it all, yeah.
This weekend, Shake City Uncut. I don't even know how many people on the podcast are going to be at this fucking thing, but we know that me, Drat Slayer, and all the hookers are going to be there. Sherwin, oh yeah, thank
Hey,
you so much.
excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Can we not call them hookers? They're out here making a living, trying to do what they got to do.
Okay, yes, young black women.
Thank you.
Sorry, let me. Shake City Uncut, Slade's Bar and Grill this Sunday. All the beautiful ladies, please come out and support. Drat Slayer, Ghetto Hype, J. Cool, we in the building. Looks like it's gonna be a slow weekend. It don't look like I don't see nothing bubbling besides Unity, right?
And booty.
I'm sure some flyers will pop up, but I really don't remember.
Rich long time we no chat and no boss. Hey King Midas, we no mix and mingle. Remember we full of chips like Pringle. Run the matic pan single.
You got to get the remix with French Montana.
Nah, that's just corny.
Nigga, watch yourself.
Yeah, the Whites remix with French Montana is horrendous.
Nah,
right.
that's fire.
All right, come on. All right, Slade, tell us where we can find you. Definitely not the King of Diamonds, but go ahead. Where can we find you?
Every Monday, Dublin House. Every Friday and Saturday after parties. You got to figure out where I'm at. Like finding Waldo.
Jesus fucking Christ. And we're going to see you Sunday.
This Sunday, you already know. Be at Slade's.
Slade's with
Make sure, listen. Make sure if you come to Slade's, buy me a drink.
No. Ladies. Well, yeah. If you want to take Strat Slayer's money, buy him a drink. There you go. Sherwin, what says you, my friend?
You know where to catch me every Friday Night Lime, and then I'll be running around at all the different events this week. I'll be at Mayday. Well, it's Sunday. Gotta figure out what we're gonna do Saturday, though. Not sure what's popping.
Is it gonna be nice outside?
It's gonna be beautiful outside.
It's gonna be real.
Throwing the cookout. Throwing the cookout Saturday.
Say less. So we out the spot.
Be at the spot Saturday cookout.
Yo, DJ Nikki B, we want to see you at Slade's on Sunday, 1 to 7.
She's in here. Hey, Nikki should be there.
Yeah, Nikki will be there. All right,
That's my night. That's my Nightlife Nation DJ. Should be there.
Oh, Nightlife Nation still around?
I'm still around.
Yo, y'all niggas had. Oh, we gotta talk. We gotta sit down and talk about that.
That's another day.
That's another day. I forgot all about that.
Ran the city.
Oh shit! All right, man. We out of here. It's bedtime. Bedtime. Thank you so much for coming, man. Thank you
Peace,
so much.
love, and soul.
Peace, love, and soul. Oh my DJ says she's coming. She says she's coming. Tell all your friends I'll come. Oh my God. I don't like the word.
This nigga Bobby Shakes. Oh my God.
I don't like the word I'll come with anybody affiliated with Drat Slayer. So I gotta throw a pause in there.
Here we go.
Yo, Sherman, thank you for coming, man. Drat, thank you for coming.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Love y'all. See you Sunday. See you Friday. Yo, Sherman, I'll see you Friday.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Come through. See you Friday.
It'll be a little vibe. We'll chill.